So it appears that humanity has hit a new low. So there's all this talk about gender identity and all that garbage going on, and now is when you'll begin to see my first venture into my political perspective that will be shown on this channel. It is very immensely clear that I'm conservative by the fact that I call this bullshit. All right, so let's take a look really quickly at the at what's going on right now in the world of Twitter. So this got posted today, just not that long ago. I'm gonna be honest. It's like 5 hours ago, something like that. And let's really quickly just take a look at this and take a listen. I haven't seen the entire thing, but the beginning was enough to send me into an absolute and utter panic attack. So let's just listen.
So today was full of little happy gender euphoria moments. I got called Mr. Micah a lot today. Well, completely femme. And that was really heartwarming that the kids just got it. But my favorite reaction, and it sums me up so well, I feel like, is I was in a new classroom and I took off my mask to blow my nose, and I just hear a kid loudly whisper, "Oh, she's a boy." And I was like, "Yeah, you got it, kid. You totally got it." So today,
Hang on a second, all right? So it's clear that this uh, lady man thing. I don't know what to call her. Or yeah, her. There we go. But either way, this person is a preschool teacher, and she, he, whatever, is clearly trans from female to male, as they say. So basically, what they're saying inside this video was that they were somehow convincing uh, they were somehow convincing the children that they were a he, and it was so confusing for that poor child because the child heard the voice, small, saw the body, saw how feminine it was, and was like, "Oh, that's a girl." And then the second that he took off the mask, it was like, "Ew, he's a boy." Really? If that is if that is a gender euphoria moment for you, then your opinions and your your positivity comes from the wrong sources because 3-year old students should not have this going through their head where they're like, "Oh, is that really a he? Is that really a she?" No, that what they should be thinking of right now and three when they're three is learning how to read, how to write, things like that. But instead, what this guy is focusing on is about his gender identity, and it's kind of selfish. It's like I don't know exactly how it goes on inside that classroom. Like there was not really well explored what actually goes on inside that classroom, like if that's actually a main talking point or not. But the confusion that that kid had when she took her mask off and they're like, "Oh, it's a he." It really is not a he. Like there's lots of reasons why that poor child was probably very confused out of his mind and went to his parents later that day, and they had to explain to him all the gender identity crises going on. And this was right after or right before he learned about the actual physical biological, what they call sex is what I call genders. um so this is not a great early exposure for poor 3-year-old students, and if your happiness depends entirely on validation from those students, you got real issues. Major ones. Please keep these people out of our classrooms, or if they get the certified degree, we need a bill like what's going on over in Florida everywhere. Like they call it the Don't Say Gay bill, but really it's just preventing them from discussing, not discussing, but preventing them from teaching um gender identities and things like that inside the classroom where all you should be doing is academic work. So this is completely and utterly ridiculous. I can't believe that people are actually beginning to, you know, talk about this and act as if it's a completely normal and socially acceptable thing to do. That's just completely and utterly ridiculous. So, this is the society we live in today. That is my 2 cents.